afternoon. Happy Sunday. Today we're going to do a sub review, maybe about reading for this comic book. Spider-Man issue number 25. You got the special guest characters. The team was Excalibur. You got Captain Britain, Megan, Phoenix, Rachel Summers, Nightcrawler, and of course, Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat. In this cover, you got Spidey with Phoenix powers. Folks, I apologize about I'm charging my phone right now, but I'm probably not gonna look at the chat till later on. So anyhow, let's get to it. Also, I wanted to apologize for what happened the last time in my last stream. It got cut off, so I had to highlight it and edit it. On the Twitch side, I did some editing on the YouTube side. Here's an advertisement for the Universal Soldier movie. Here it is, Peter Parker talking to Mary Jane right there in the apartment. Parker, and I believe that's Robbie in the Daily Bugle. So let me read that before I go to the next page. Let's see. Manhattan yesterday. 80 confirmation on that galactic storm buzz I keep hearing Band-Aid about town. Linda, I think about the town. Band-Aid about town, Linda. Okay, okay. And this, she says, on it, Mr. Robinson. Yeah, that is Joseph Robinson. I knew it. My desk by noon. Pre-publicity photos from Schwarzenegger's new film, Peter. I'm impressed. I guess MJ took the part even with the... Actually, Robbie, we weren't quite ready for her first nude scene yet. But she got me onto a clothes set. Then make sure you remember your loving wife when you spend the entertainment department's bonus, Peter. Mary Jane Watson Parker is definitely not the kind of woman a man forgets about old friend. Not even for a minute. See what I mean? Look at that, see? Daily Bugle. They were the Daily Bugle right there. And they were like having a conversation about Peter's wife, Mary Jane, take the part in the movie for the first nude scene. And look at Spidey's face. I don't think he likes the idea one bit. Okay, let's go to the next page. Where's that freaking mail boy? Whoa, Jameson's got some kind of pole. What's the problem now, Jonah? I was going to say, in his mind, really, the Beagle isn't about to start playing along with idiotic games between super morons by publicizing this garbage. And the morons going to hear that from me. Wait a minute. This broken stuff looking like half of Captain Britain's original power baton. MJ will just have to understand. Again. There's elsewhere in London. You can't get there from here. At least not according to this lousy map. Between the current exchange rate and airport prices, I think this wreck costs more than my on-the-spot ticket to Heathrow. Let me get the light, folks. Yeah, that's better. Entire bonus is gone, and I can't even be sure I'm on the right track. But Captain Brittany and I go way back together, so I have got to start somewhere. Full section A over section D, I bring section B down to 40. I know it was a factory flawed map. See what I mean? Look. Look. This is where James barged in. All upset as usual. He's very pissed about the mailroom department. And Peters is reading a letter that has Captain Britain's handwriting. Can you see it? Okay, I'm sorry, folks. You can probably still see it. Okay, you can probably see that Captain Britain's writing on the letter. And, of course, Peter has to make another excuse to MJ again. This was Spidey travels to London. I don't know how on earth did he do that. You can see there's a clock tower in London. See? He's reading some factory crappy map. And his ass has got to get on the case. Says here, okay, let's read this page. Learned enough last time I was here to avoid the low-lying Hyde Park area completely and take more advantage of the local training port station system. Not enough tall buildings in this burg for a born and bred New Yorker, especially one who likes to take the high road. This is it, Baker Street. I'm not much of a detective, which is exactly why I assume Cap's Sherlock reference is meant to point me to Holmes' fictional stomping grounds. But I should have expected this. Hey, look at this. Look, see? Oh, Spidey's trying to take a public transportation. Look at that. And he's talking about the Sherlock Holmes reference. Give me Sherlock Holmes, the greatest detective in the fictional series, I believe. And here's an advertisement for Marvel Universe Trading Cards Series 3. I don't have those anymore, unfortunately. I still have the hologram Series 3 Venom. Okay, here it says, there is no... Okay, let me see that light. There is no line address AS 2280 Baker Street. Spicer seriously reacted to danger right under my feet. 70% why me. I was prepared for a trap, but this thing just plain outflowed me. Someone must have reasoned that I naturally surveyed the targeted area from the highest vantage point in the vicinity before I moved in, making this the logical place to ambush me with an animated stone gargoyle? I really had to think about a line of work. New line of work, I mean. Look, see? Look at that. Look at this. There's a small panel. And it is he's counting on stone gargoyle. Look at that. Here's an advertisement for your video game, Extra Innings for Super Nintendo. Oh, my goodness. Of course, I'm going to have to read look into the $29.99 Unlimited comic after this one. Oh my goodness, look at this. I know you're probably getting tired of me reading, but that's okay. I don't blame you. Oh, look at this. Big gargoyle heading to Spidey's way. Oh, wow. Look at that. So I'm going to read this part. Ever consider voice lessons, Paul Gurgley? A skin softener. His jokes are still good. That thing is my best possible lead to the captain. But this must be my worst idea today. Time to put my years of early graduate science studies to work. With some applied physics to my ever-resilient web lines. And just let Mr. Momentum do the rest. Finally, shut you up, but there's some kind of weird metal underneath. God, I sound like a brick. How do I get myself into these things? Much more importantly, how do I get myself... Okay, look at this. Look, see? You count the gargoyle, but look at this one. He believes that the gargoyle is made of metal. And this is where he got shit up by some kind of the gas. Out. Out? Hello. And goodbye, past. Well, Well, is it him, the Juggernaut, one of X-Men's deadliest foes in history? He is the unstoppable, but he's not really indestructible. Look at him. His Spidey's getting shit on. It's getting clobbered. Okay, let me do my reading. I'm sorry. Let me get back to you so I can show you that. Goodbye, press. Juggernaut! Truth is, you're about to become shepherd's pie. True to you, it's a four-letter word monster. How did you get with the program, Buckethead? Is this exactly your first dance with everyone's friendly neighborhood spy? Wait a minute. Does your Archdeacon Emperor triumph, or at least it was? Excuse me, Mr. Bully. Can you spare a moment from your rampage to explain how I got to Paris? And when you learned to fly, since long before you started depending on twine to do your dirty work, brute. Apply judiciously. And it seems to do the trick. The team arrived. Excalibur, nice timing, heroes, but if you're looking for your teammate, I have a run across. Silence monster. Oh, terrific. Can you believe this? They think Spidey's a threat. Look at that. Look at Juggernaut. There's Juggernaut. Come crashing down and shit. Look at. Yeah, it just crashed down. Excalibur came, and they think Spider-Man's responsible for the missing Captain Britain. Oh, pitiful. Hello, what we got here? I'll show you in a minute. And a hearty hello and shut up to you too, Phoenix. By now then I have salted him up, the rest of your motley crew should be able to fish Juggy out of his crater and persuade him to lead you to Captain Britain? Tell us what you've done with Spider-Man, Juggernaut. Well, you can still speak. No wonder British tourism's down. Don't know how the rest of the team found me here, but I'm not complaining. But I'm particularly thankful for Rachel's unexpected return from who knows where. It's going to take all of the Excalibur to take down Juggernaut. Would you believe I met Motley Crew in a nice way? If I Spider-Man or whatever's left of him, we're above us? Oh, don't fail me now. Something is very wrong here, Behemoth. The Juggernaut is hardly renowned for his speed or agility. That's what they're trying to tell you, buddy. It is an advertisement. Okay, this is weird. Captain Britain asks and demands Spider-Man what he has done with the Juggernaut. I was like, huh? I don't get it. It's almost like the Juggernaut turned to a new leaf. Hey, look at this. Look at it. Look at Spidey. Spidey's getting shit on by Excalibur. Just like that. He's getting slaughtered. Here's an advertisement. Including Robotech. Look at that. Cool advertisement. Now, I'll look at my phone again in a few minutes. So bear with me. Heroes Unlimited. Okay, I'm sorry. I could have read that right. Okay, back to reading. Buried up to your neck in it. Hold it! Looks like the game is up, Despair. But as we know too well, Nightmare, looks can be deceiving. Juggernaut was actually... I tried to tell you all along, but would anybody listen? No! Both these creams have messed with our heads before. Spider-Man. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read the panel. Try to tell you along, but no, Spider-Man. Okay, that was my mistake for that. But I got a particular bone to pick with this so-called freak lord. Baby Phoenix. Things are very different this time. His bear is mine. Dibs at a redhead in distress. It fails to hold your host to detain the rest of you. And the pleasure is all mine, I assure you. Avatar's life must be nightmares around. Kids, unconscious, briefies, erratic. In case you did not hear my combat captain, oh, the game is over. Got to get out of the line of fire. Okay, let me show you this. Let me show you this. Look at that. Okay, the Excalibur found Juggernaut. However, they come across these two idiots. Despair and Nightmare. Despair calls Rachel Baby Phoenix. Well, it is true, ironically, that she is from the future. Well, let's see, while Captain Britain go take care of the Despair, Spidey rescues on Rachel Gray Phoenix. Say what I mean? Look, take a look. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to show my face last time. Let me read this one. This haunted metal seems an unending supply. We must go on the offensive. Colin and Ceres are right. Any ideas, Nightcrawler? Excuse my stuttering, if you will. Megan is doing what she can to clear Power Shadowcat, but the tower is closing in too fast. I'm coming for you, Nightmare. Despair. I'll tell you deal once and for all with a tower. You collapse it on them all. No! Come on, Rachel. Hang in there. The Phoenix is supposed to live forever. Eternal. Not the host. She's dead! Oh, Captain Brian's getting pissed. But that doesn't mean it's over yet. Spidey's giving Rachel Phoenix a CPR. Look! See? But first, Excalibur's getting crap on. Look at that. I mean, the Phoenix may live forever, but the host isn't. And here's more advertisements of Marvel t-shirts from the 90s. I would like to get those someday. Yeah, hold on. Before I resume, I'm going to look at the chat. Hey, it's Lars VT and FDMT Firefighter 1856. How you guys doing? Guys, I apologize not paying to pay attention to the chat, but my phone was charging. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. Okay, so I'll look back. But first things first, let me get a shout for you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, 56. Hold on a second, Lars. I'm going to get to you next. I'll go back to the panels. I don't know what kind of things you miss out on. Okay, let me go back. Miles or Firefighter, are you guys watching this? Whoops. Sorry, didn't mean to show my face. Let me put the lighting. Okay, can you guys see the see the panels right now? It's okay if you didn't. Okay, so I'm gonna look at that. So any of you, I apologize for that. You missed the panels. I'll go slowly. Cripes. Lyles, can you see it now? Or firefighter, can you guys see it? Oh, oops, sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna show it to Lyles and firefighter. Looks like firefighter is live now. Okay, Lyles, can you see it now? Okay, guys, I gotta take a BRB. I'm about to eat dinner, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Give me a minute, folks. I'm sorry. Uh, we're going on the YouTube side. Oh, there's no way it feels like YouTube side, but that's okay. I'm back. I had to eat dinner, so I apologize. So excuse the photo cover. Okay, Miles, if you're still there, that's okay. Excuse the allergies from my father, so excuse me. Okay, so now what was I? Oh yeah, I was at this panel. Let me read it first. I'm sorry. Okay, this one says, "You killed them all." CPR isn't healthy. Her body's still exceptionally warm for the Phoenix flare, but there's no pulse Rachel's veins. I already feel like, hang on a minute, there's something very wrong here. Your little tantrum served you well enough to momentarily unbalance us, Captain. But it is time for dinner. Any last wishes? There is room for a hunger. Spider Phoenix? Oh, wow. Look at this. Let me come to ran these two villains like a truck. Spidey did his best to revive Rachel, but he feels something weird. Yeah, look at that. Those two are about to yank Captain Britain like a wishbone. And here it is. Look. Look, everybody. Spider Phoenix is born. Look at that. Look at that. Well, they ought to make a toy, or maybe a custom toy to say at least. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Then I'll show it to you. Cut loose, Cap. This is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh, his bad nightmare were androids, but Spider-Man now wields the anti-power of Phoenix. Does that mean Rachel is dead? Capo, buddy? I think it's your turn to supply the Nick of Time rescue. Okay, look at this. Look at this, Cap. Look at that. Look at this. Spidey Phoenix takes a zap out of those two villains. Hey, wouldn't you believe it? Those two villains were nothing but mere androids. Let's take a close to this panel. They are androids. Yeah, look at this. Whoops. Sorry, didn't mean to show my face. Here's the advertisement. Now, here's another one I want to show, but I'm going to read it. Got you. Let's see. Jury rigging from Rachel's guts to play Phoenix. Phoenix flare, nice pyronic, shouldn't have affected her body temperature. Fascinating. Some kind of a big organic circuitry board webbing to your back. Rachel's veins and arteries nothing but wires. Had to gamble the same was true of despair nightmare, or you'll be with the angels now. Then again, as Cerise and the others who died must have been automation automatons as well. That explains how and why Excalibur showed up in the first place. When I took such great pains to follow your veiled instructions to meet you secretly at Baker Street. Obviously, we share the same travel agent, and the feed set us both up right from the beginning. Absolutely everything we have encountered here has been complex simulation of some sort. Let me guess. An unnecessarily aggressive gargoyle surprised you with an e-ticket ride into this warp wonderland shortly before I arrived. But let me read this. Wait a minute, I figured out this, I got something right. Let me read this panel. But make sure your friends don't make a habit of using my interregional task force as post office box Britain. I'll make a note of it. Duh. That's gotta look at the letter. Even the Juggernaut's illusions were probably more than elaborate projected holograms. It appears that no one here is who they seem to be. But first, oops, he do. Okay, you guys can see my face now. I'm being exposed. Look at that. It's probably got something in his back. Look at that letter. And look at the X-Men arcade game advertisement. I played a game as a kid. I couldn't even pass the first stage. Oh, what do we got here? Villains. Shouldn't think too much, heroes. It could get you in real trouble. I recognize the Rhino, Dr. Octopus, and the Vulture from their public exploits during my days in America, but nobody can keep up with all the so-called supervillains these days. In descending order of obnoxiousness: Green Goblin, Vermin, Lizard, Scorpion, Tarantula, and Silvermane. Wow. Although I gather you're about to get a more intimate introduction. Although I might add that most of these bozos are already safely behind bars and some here are long dead. So don't hold back on their account. Thanks for the spotty advice, mate. But I am not exactly the superhero wannabe you met years ago anymore. Gotcha, Cap. This lot doesn't seem to appreciate my witty verbal banter like you do. Wow. Spidey encountered villains. His villains. Look, see? See? Look at that. You got the Green Goblin, Scorpion, Vulture, Dr. Octopus, Rhino, Tarantula, and Silvermane. Look at that. We're having a party, except one problem. They're also androids. Look, see? Androids. They seem to prefer body language. Even at that, Spider-Man. Your arch foes aren't hardly living up to your public publicity. No reason to snide Sir Superknight. I'm sure your rogues gallery is coming up next, and I can't wait to meet Hydro Bloke. Now all you have to do is far away out of this Fox Paris before. You already got to be more careful about what you wish for, big guy. Now, okay, here it is. Look at that. Look at that. Spidey kicks Vulture's head off. He's an android, you know. And look at that. The fake android villains are gone to pieces, all scrapped up. Oh, yeah, wow. I'm getting close to finish this. Okay, let's think about this for a second. Put our heads together. Something you said. Notice the stupid grin our enemies sported all along. Remind you of anyone in particular that we both know? Now that you mention it, yes, but this bio-organic signature is even of his league. Well, we either be manipulated by technology way beyond current science, or this whole scenario is some sort of a mind trick. Or both. What are you? Whoa, not even my color. Yeah, my color. Allow me. Of course. You gave me the initial lead when you mentioned being careful what you wish for. I figured these Hellmans were slipped over our heads during our tumultuous shoot rides, and since then we have been experiencing nothing but highly advanced virtual reality. And all brains were created to battle situations all along. I'm explaining to the impossible appearances of some of my foes. And a team may probably lost to me forever. I'm impressed, Spider-Man. Probably is, Cap. I think we broke it. Cool. Oh, look at that shit. I'm just going to keep going, folks. Now, this is kind of like a resolution going on. And look at this. Look at Captain Britain yank out. Look, see? He got some kind of a weird-looking helmet. Which explains the virtual simulations. Here's the advertiser of the Mighty Thor. Issue number 450. Darkmoor Prison, sunset. I paid a substantial portion of my probably ill-gotten gains to my greeting order to get you in here for a few moments, miss. So I dearly hope you bear good news. You're the boss, you decide. The boss, you decide. Your alien hollow chip worked far too well. Unfortunately, the advanced virtual reality program incorporated too many wishful thinking inconsistencies from your victims' subconscious minds, providing the very clothes they needed to escape from your experimental murder world arcade. Arcade, did I hear that right? So we lost some cheap booze and exotic video games to a small-minded product featuring sheer foot soldier. Big deal. I have expected Earth's technology wouldn't live up to the challenge of my dear Miss Locke, but I heard he had to do something with that stadium before my lease ran out. My only regret is that there was no available computer system sophisticated enough to back up to. Of course, the tapes will hardly be compatible with your simple soldiers. Homeworld VCRs and the Year of the Wines was almost insulting. You should know that Warning Goer appreciated your donation to the Dark Moon Facility Arcade. But this still won't look too promising at your next parole hearing. Your mislocked robot was unavoidable deactivating Arcade. Again! Oh, look at that. That was a cool trick. And Excalibur's resident metamorph stepped in to fulfill all your expectations and mine. We really needed to ensure that there couldn't be a repeat of this particular scheme of yours, Red, and see your smiley face one last time. Wow. This is all a trick. Look at that. It was our arcade scheme all along. And this woman right here, it was McGann in disguise. Take a look. Sure, look at the arcade's face. Hold on thought, folks. That was cool. Now, for the Arcade presentation on $20.99 Unlimited number 1. Now, folks, my last stream got cut off because of the Wi-Fi issues. Now I'm going to have to do this again. Bear with me, if you must. $20.99 AD, New York City's Coop Memorial Hospital. Punky space on this side, Jerome. Got it, honey. Thanks. Listen, Roberta, Michael's an adult now, old enough to fend for himself. We're not going to have another scene this time, are we? No. You've got to stop blaming yourself. Our kids got enough to worry about without. I know, but diabetes is hereditary. He got it from me. Sure, but after a simple liver regrowth, you turn out just fine. So will Michael. Hospital's extra busy tonight. What's with all the cops? I'm sure it's no concern of ours. Come on. A public life subscription is paid, Lieutenant. Get more money here before that maniac kills everyone in the ward. Okay, time for encore presentation. Look at it. I'm sorry, my bad. Our floor, hon. What? What's happened here? Michael, is he? No! Holy smokes! His hair got torn out. I'm truly sorry. You must die. Omega Charles don't lie, and neither does the natural order of things. In the end, this is better for all of us, for the survival of humanity. You were his parents, yes? Too old to produce any more defective offspring? I sincerely hope this was your only scion. Somebody please stop him. Shh. Okay, now I'm going to show this again. Hey, Lyles. Welcome back. Okay, I'm showing this very slowly this time. Yeah, look at that. He just went to somebody just like that. Look at him. So I spent my weekend watching anime. Yesterday I saw both Big Wars and Slayers the Motion Picture, and of course the OVA known as Outlanders. Today I finally saw the last four episodes of Final Fantasy Unlimited. Now what was that? Oh yeah. Weeks later, Spider-Man. Which is Spider-Man 2099. Do not move. You are all under arrest. Wish the public eye were as grateful as this poor guy who almost got his identifier bio-implant ripped out. Take your time for your busy work morning to play Good Samaritan, and this is the thanks I get. And here it is. I'm sure it is again, so there's not going to be any more follow-ups. Look at that. Spidey 29 plays a Good Samaritan. Here's an advertisement for the game called Cybernator. Okay, here it is. Why do I bother? I don't get any more respect as Spider-Man than I do here in Alchemax. If they ever find out that I'm really Miguel and Spider-Man, I'll never make the board of directors. I have to break my office's vent system to sneak in. Maintenance bound to be here in 7.2 seconds. Gotta change fast. Bzz. Holy shock, door buzzer. Make that no seconds. Hey, Chad, you ready for lunch? Remember? And why are you briefing him so heavily? Anna, have you looked in the mirror lately? Okay, lunch. I'll take you someplace really exotic. Exotic. I'm sorry, folks. Excuse my cough. Okay, this is Anna. The one that she's going to lunch date with Miguel O'Hara, alias known as Spider-Man 2099. Look at that. Slowly, the baseball cards advertisements. Next panel. So you come here often? The Alchemist commissary? Yeah, well, it's so exotic. I like to treat myself once in a while. Table for two? Today is my treat. So, how's Carrie? Scared. And you? Scared. I don't want to lose my sister. Like doctors say, it's a rare genetic deformity, but they think they can pull her through. Though more worrying is that weird guy who's been stalking Manhattan hospitals. He's killed 4 patients in the last 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm going to visit Carrie at ESU hospital tonight. Hey, you want to come along? You're sweet, Miguel, but you don't have to. I want to. If Carrie's half the eyeful you are, I have just got to meet her. Besides, it'll do her some good to lay her eyes on a perfect genetic specimen like myself, right? Specimen is right. Sometimes I think you belong in a petri dish, Miguel. Air Park level 8, 6 o'clock. And thanks. Elsewhere that evening, a flying squirrel has skin flaps to aid it jumps. With certain wind conditions, it can actually fly. It adapts the same way I learned to adapt. Adaptation once Gerald Bernardson was quite a different man. They called me a brilliant man, a driven man. On a fast track in genetic research obsessed with DNA variation, my area of specialty, the vast catalyst of evolution. Then my daughter Anthea fell victim to the mysterious illness. The doctors were stymied. Okay, what's it? Stymied. Yeah, it is stymied. My knife I could only watch as our only child died. Man, that's freaking horrible. But on lunch date, Miguel and Anna And elsewhere, Gerard Bernardson, he and his wife lost their only child to the mysterious illness. I know, it's totally messed up. Masai developed extra long neck to reach food supply. Incredibly powerful heart to pump blood to brain. Special valve system in arteries. Let's see what's there. Okay, let me see. Blade 1999. How you doing, man? How are you? What's on my stream? Do you realize you're covering the camera all the time? Yes, I'm sorry. I'm using a restream from my tablet. I'm going to turn around so I can read it. Then I can show the panels. So I apologize. I developed a new fixation then, studying a skin sample from my daughter's body, checking for genetic anomalies. So they call me brilliant, driven, obsessed. Then a horrible revelation. A bizarre flaw in my own DNA passed along to my daughter caused her death. A new guilt, anguish, then they called me something else. Psychotic. Psychotic. Insane? I was driven to analyze my genetic flaw, driven to correct it, driven to the brink of insanity. If this is insanity, I embrace it. I apologize, Blade, but okay, I'm going to turn this around. What's going on here? Okay, look, see? Here's the advertisement for the cards. Okay, I'm going to turn this page. I don't think I'm going to read like this, flip it like this for now. You can see this, so I'm going to read this to you. Given. Cumulative mutations yielded longer, stronger arms for more efficient tree swinging. My divorce didn't matter. My life didn't matter. Nothing mattered but the quest for genetic purity. Once I became pure, I could rejoin the human race as it was. I didn't deserve to live. Perhaps my obsession with evolution influenced the hereditary serum makeup, and its interaction with my already flawed DNA caused unpredictable results. Okay, now I'm going to turn this back again. You can see he was going through genetics. It didn't matter after he was divorced from his wife at all. Look at that. He's advertisement for the game called Flashback. Now I must read this again. Enough. My mind can scarcely hold another adaptation, and I dare say I already know more evolution than anyone else on the planet. My subconscious has an ample array of possible hyper-adaptations to select from, as past few weeks have shown. I am ready again. Gerard Bernardson must once more guard the human race against impurity, as mutagen. The gene pool has become tainted. It is time for another cleansing. Sorry about that. I gotta do this again. That moment at ESU hospital, tons of public eye around here. Security's been beefed up at all New York hospitals to protect the patients from that serial killer. Yeah, and who's gonna protect us from the public eye? Okay. Minutes later in the Carrie Cora's hospital room. What took you so long, sis? Public eye fingerprint and retina scan you guys or what? Don't joke about it, Carrie. Thank goodness they're here to protect you. Yeah, okay, so are you going to introduce this chiseled hunk of manhood to your sister, or are you keeping him to yourself? Miguel O'Hara, this is Carrie, the younger and ruder of the coiled daughters. Carrie, this is my friend Miguel. Anna's told me so much about you. Nothing good, I hope. Oh, I have wheeled every little detail out of it, Anna. Stories about Miguel O'Hara, super genius, help pass the long hours here. Aw, sis. It's all right here. Brought you a hollow book so you could get your mind off. My brave career, it's a tale of two cities. You know, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. So it's like you know it by heart. Want to pull a chair and watch the rest of it with me? And now for this. Oh, saw my face again. There he is as mutagen. And this is the hospital where Miguel and Anna go to see Carrie. Down the hall. All clear on this. Hey, who goes there? Holy! She put up quite a struggle. It went beyond my control. The more she struck me, the more the body reacted. As you will discover when you make your own pietable attempt to stop me. Freeze, monster. Truly, that which doesn't make me kill me makes me stronger. Lieutenant, I found a killer here. Move. Room 22H. What is it? Freeze. Open fire. Take him down. Watch him. Watch. How does he do that? That's sort of like blasters. Miguel, what's going on? I don't know. But you two stay here and I'll get someone to protect you. Have the public eyeballs gone nuts? What kind of drug could justify the shooting and warring in the hospital? Why? There better not be an PE camera in this med supply closet. This is more than the grunts can handle. Wherever it is, it's heading for Carrie's room. Hope your eye appreciates the unsolicited and unpaid help. Okay, get ready for this one. Don't worry, maybe I'll find the better approach to do for comic book reviews. Hope you guys can see it. Let's go back to the Twitch side. My Twitch phone app is acting weird as usual. Apu Staha. I don't know what that means, Oz, but what else? I apologize. A lot more. My body's grown in power and stature 10 times over. No matter how I am attacked, my body develops just the right defense. I pity its pity already. Use it or lose it. It's Mother Nature says. As Mother Nature says. But I'll develop a new power in a fight with another victim. Please excuse the interruption. I must simply check your medical chart. Oh dear. Degenerative nerve disease. And where the deformity is not, one you might pass on to the next generation. I hope you will understand the reason for what I'm about to do, what I must do. Who dares? Spider-Man. Let's see. Guilty. Now move. Run. Knock that clown clear to the wall. That should end it. Oh, I don't believe this. Look at this. Mutagen's about to kill Carrie. The Spidey 2099 intervened. Go, Spidey. I'm going to stop halfway for this. And consider this another time. Spider-Man. Your attack has merely resulted in another of my hyper adaptations and a fascinating one at that. I doubt you're trying to punch me in the jaw again. What? Who? What are you? Call me mutagen. I have no quarrel with you, Spider-Man. If you try to stop my mission, you'll pay. And what kind of mission includes killing hospital patients, maniac? Ah, why do you fight me, Spider-Man? You are obviously a superior genetic stock. We should be on the same side in this. There's no need for me to kill you, but you must not impede the mission. What is so all-fired important about this mission of yours? Don't you see? The human race has stopped evolving. If we continue to nurture those who with inherited defects will never improve the human gene pool. Those people are meant to die, and I tend to see that they do. The very survival of humanity is at stake. Ah, pity. Such superior DNA spotted on the pavement. It is unfortunate. Look at this. He's trying to kill patients with a sickness to cleanse their humanity. That is so bullshit. Here's the advertisements. Man, freaking sweaty. This loon's evolving right before my eyes, adapting to everything I do. So I have to knock him out before you can change. Spider-Man, you lived. I'm pleased. You deserve to live. And never before I have experienced such a wonderful variety of adaptations. Thank you. He's got some kind of bone planning protecting him now. So let's try a different tack. Now to the window for a little lesson in terminal velocity. Shock! He's adapted to being trapped in my webby too! Punches aren't hurting him anymore. Webby flowing off him now. Everything I do to him seems to make him tougher. Faster! Ugh. Spider-Man? What? Battle carried us back to Carrie's room. Flying debris must have knocked Anna out. Mutagen's not going to hurt these two, even if it means I have to kill him. Ugh, I'm all wet. We must have broken that pipe in a brawl. What an interesting medical chart. Let us see. A rare genetic aberration. Fatal. Look at this. I wonder how many times Spidey hits Mutagen, he gets stronger. Mutagen gets stronger. Look at him. He reminds me of the Sorby man. And then go back when the encounter started. In the patient's room. I'm not going to read this. No! Spider-Man, why do you bother? I can easily dodge your blows. Don't you see? I am adapted to you. You no longer pose a threat to me. But don't you see the threat to us all? Genetic diseases and deformities that should be fading away through natural selection are thriving thanks to the modern medical science. Shocking lunatic. One chance, and us clear over the water, and the mutagen standing in it. If I could just use my webby to pull that high voltage device, it's when I pull it with him. Wait, what are you? Ah! I think I killed him. Lord forgive. Me? Unreal. An inspired effort, Spider-Man. You would have thought I died from that shock, but my body isolated me from it just in time. Look at this. Look at this. Slowly. Well, Spidey did kind of kill him for a second, but Mutagen's been revived somehow. He's pretty much unbeatable. Well, nearly. I don't know what's wrong with this. I'm no killer mutagen, but I can't allow you to decide who lives and who dies. And you have no right to do that. Oh, I have the right to do it. But I'm not doing it right. You have shown me that. This method is cumbersome, slow, inefficient. I'll leave you to enjoy your victory, Spider-Man, while I'll go to plan my own. I'll be back. Can't let that him get away. Guess I can. He's already gone. Well, and it's come to. Thank goodness you're okay. We all are. For now, until he returns. Okay, this is at the end of the first half of the issue. The mutagen gets away to live another day. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put this to the side for another time. I want to thank Blade 1999 for coming through on the YouTube side, but also I want to thank Lyles VT and FDMT Firefighter for coming through. Let me cover that. Let me see if I could try to read. I'm not sure. Let's see if he's streaming right now. No, I guess not. Damn. Maybe next time. Not sure who could I like rate to. I think I got it. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna go now. Have a good night.